7 morning rituals that can change your life. In a world where most people either jump out of bed or groggily pull themselves out of bed to get to the assignments and tasks of a day, the successful and affluent members of our society have mastered habits and routines that give a boost to the productive strength of a day. I often wondered what really distinguished the successful and the ordinary everyday person. I wondered what it was that really transformed their life. I determined to investigate some of the known successful people and compare what was outstanding, what they do that others don't. Here are 7 observations I made. This is what really marks the boundary, and this is what has changed my life. I should be honest that the process of retaining these practices is not an easy one. Nonetheless, when they become embedded in you, these 7 rituals will change your life too. Number 1. Rise up early. The all too familiar saying, "The early bird catches the worm," should always be taken literally. For the most part of these successful folk, waking up early before the first rays is the common denominator. The waking up early isn't just about waking up and being in an idle state. Rising early in order to set my mind in the right and best condition for the day. I opt for rising early because I am inspired by a man who developed into being a very great and successful businessman. They said he always wakes up any time between 2 and 5 a.m. every day. He wakes up to outline his strategies for that day. This man has numerous investments in at least 155 countries spread across 5 continents. Waking up early is not an easy undertaking, especially the first few weeks when I determined to commit to it. However, it became natural in just about 2 weeks. Number 2, meditation. The art of meditation is the psyche of success. Many schools of thought define meditation in different ways, and this is my definition of meditation because it fits with the popular thought. It is the deep dwelling in thought or an impression or idea, the purpose of which is to comprehensively understand it, because anything we continually meditate on, we shall not only understand, but we grow into becoming or having. It becomes embedded into the fiber of our core being. Work in mere petitionary hope in the absence of meditation is a sheer waste of time and energy. My experience and discovery is that rising early and meditation complement each other perfectly. An excellent time to meditate is when the spirit of repose is upon us all, in the very early hours of a day. I take time to examine my own feelings, thoughts, and actions to an ideal. Meditation is an excellent ritual and the best way to change your life because it focuses on self rather than others. It is the perfect form of inside-out growth and peace. Number 3, drink a glass of water on an empty stomach. While the psyche is high and all is set to work in my favor, a totally transformed life will put a premium on physique. This means particular attention needs to be committed to the body. Taking a glass or 2 of water in the morning is not only a healthy habit, but an ingredient for a transformed life. Taking water in this manner helps detoxify the body and eliminate unwanted substances. This boosts the digestion rate at the start of my day and helps ward off some diseases. It is interesting how a glass of water helps me start my day full of energy. The sleep sensation goes away just like that, and whatever fatigue or stress I had waking up fades. I made it a ritual to gulp a glass. It is a habit of the healthy and the successful. Number 4, exercise. The idea of waking up from beautiful sleep in an awkward early hours to sweat and sore the muscles is probably one of the worst ideas I've had to embrace in a long time. Nonetheless, the early hours of the day are most likely the best to exercise. Exercise each morning helps me jumpstart my day and keeps me from giving up. A frail body is an obstacle for happiness and success. I learned how I was supposed to keep fit to endure the wear and tear imposed by a stressful day. There is a whole set of exercises to pick from. I personally picked on running about 2 miles each day, while I noticed how others opt for equally effective activities like yoga and weights. Number 5, have a healthy breakfast. The human spirit will receive its nourishment from meditation and from many other forms of spiritual performances. The body, on the other hand, will receive its nourishment from eating, and eating the right food at appropriate intervals. Breakfast is medically proven to be the most important meal of the day. It comes just after a period of abstinence from food. It is important, therefore, that the right kind of food is taken in to vitalize the body and give it the energy boost. I am consistent with my type of breakfast, and I make sure to have it before 7 a.m. This way my life is whole and happy. My spirit is nourished, and my body is vitalized. I am ready for the day and ready for a new life. Number 6. Talk to someone. Last evening, I arrived home tired and exhausted. My mind and body were worn out, and all I did was greet my family, take a shower, push myself to the living room to chat a few, have dinner, and went straight to bed. And this morning I had no real time to talk or even chat with anyone on personal matters, no time to connect with anyone. This is just how bad my life was, until I knew the importance of talking and connecting with someone, especially my partner or another member of the family. The affluent members of our communities have a release valve. They create an environment to share ideas, sentiments, and so forth openly and without fear of being looked down upon. This way, they are free from pressure and have a chance to reboot. I tried this, and the progress I made in my mind was huge. I didn't know how stressed and loaded I was until some of these loads fell off by talking to someone and sharing. My partner even helped me cut down on some of those unrealistic and naive ideas. 7. Work on the high-priority goals for the day. Morning is the ideal time to work on high-value projects and to focus on important work. In the morning, the human mind is fresh with bright ideas and is ready to tackle complex tasks. What's even more charming is that I get to work with close to zero interruption or disturbance. The key is to prioritize the top-notch assignments and time them to the part of the morning that no friend, bosses, or family will interfere.